The CEO panel was conducted at FABTECH in 2012. It was a very interesting collection of industries from a wide variety of fabricators and manufacturers. The four key issues that were discussed at this particular panel included something of a forecast for 2013, what people expect to see, what they expect not to see, a bit of a discussion on new markets, new market opportunities, where those are found and how best exploited. A little bit of a conversation also on a long-term issue for fabricators and manufacturers, something that's been around for many, many years, probably will be for many more, and that is the skilled worker shortage. And then finally, a little bit of a conversation about unique issues that these companies face that may not be the norm throughout the industry. When it comes to the economy and comes to what to expect in 2013, there's still a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of concern about what happens in the regulatory environment, what happens in terms of job growth, what happens in terms of this economic policy in general. A lot of conjecture, not a lot of solutions being offered right now. The issue of jobs was a bigger concern, I think. The job shortage, the skill shortage continues to be one of the major fears within the industry. Where do we find the next generation of workers? A lot of conversation about where to find a new worker, how to get them interested in manufacturing at an early age, how to cooperate with the educational institutions whose job it is to fill that pipeline. When we got to the issue of new markets, the number one comment being made by all of those that participated was that new markets are found in a variety of places. Sometimes it's a new market with an existing customer, an area that you've not penetrated prior to this. In some cases, it's a brand new market that you've never been involved in before. A lot of conversation about the importance of risk-taking in a calculated way, making sure that you're paying attention to the new trends and not getting locked into a circumstance where one industry is the vast majority of your business. When it came to the individual issues, you had a variety of comments, everything from the fact that all organizations now are far leaner than they used to be. The amount of time that an owner or an executive can spend on non-core business is now very limited, and that makes it very difficult to stay engaged with some of that recruiting that we talked about earlier when it comes to developing the skilled worker. A lot of conversation about where the next concerns will come from, fears about raw material prices, fears about what will happen with steel, what will happen with aluminum, what will happen with any of the metals in the coming year. Overall, the comments were upbeat. You had 5 different industries represented, 5 different companies, all 5 of them looking at years in 2012 that were far better than they expected them to be, and all of them looking forward to a pretty solid 2013. In general, it was a very well-attended session, close to 200 people. The questions that came from the audience were very similar to those that were being brought up by the panelists and indicated that it was a very engaged and active fabricating community that was present for this meeting.